Welcome back. Hope you all had a wonderful weekend. Today I would like to present you to a dedicated, brave hero named Master Sgt John Chapman. Master Sgt Chapman was born July 14, 1965. He grew up in Springfield, Massachusetts. He was a combat controller in the United States Air Force who was awarded the Medal of Honor on August 22nd, 2018 for his actions in the Battle of Takor during the war in Afghanistan. He is the first airman to receive the Medal of Honor since the Vietnam War. Chapman enlisted in the United States Air Force on September 27, 1985. He was trained as an information systems operator. Following that, Chapman then cross-trained into the combat control career field and served with the 1721st Combat Control Squadron at Pope Air Force Base, North Carolina, from August 1990 to November 1992. His next assignment was a Special Tactics Team member with the 320th Special Tactics Squadron Kadena Air Base in Okinawa. From November 1992 to October 1995, Chapman's final assignment was with the 24th Special Tactics Squadron at Pope Air Force Base. During Operation Enduring Freedom on March 4th, 2002, Chapman, along with members of the United States Navy SEALs, took part in Operation Anaconda. An MH-47 Echo Chinook, callsign Razor 3, came under fire, causing a Navy SEAL Petty Officer 1 Neil Roberts to fall out during an insertion under fire. The helicopter landed 4.5 miles, 7.2 kilometers away from where the SEAL was killed. Once on the ground, Chapman provided directions to another helicopter to pick them up. After being rescued, Chapman and the team of SEALs volunteered to rescue their missing member, Petty Officer Roberts, from the enemy stronghold. Now we're going to watch some video over here. Once the 5 SEALs and Chapman landed, you can see Chapman. He's on the top right of your screen. Without any hesitation, he charges forward towards the summit. You cannot see the elevation here, but he's going uphill, knee-deep snow. Okay. Now, once you get up there, he will kill 2 enemy soldiers, and he continues to advance towards their defensive position, which will become known as Bunker 1. Alright, so the rescue team takes fire from multiple directions. Chapman is fighting a literal uphill battle covering knee-deep snow and under fire the entire time. You can see the team leaders following behind Chapman, but he can't close the gap fast enough. To the left of Bunker 1, you can see a gray mass, come to be called the boulder. Between Bunker 1 and the boulder lays the body of Petty Officer Neil Roberts. As the team leader tries to catch up with Chapman, Chapman makes a selfless and heroic decision to charge Bunker 1. The bunker is manned by 2 enemy combatants equipped with machine guns, grenades, and small arms. At point blank range, Chapman enters the bunker and neutralizes the enemy under heavy fire. Once the bunker is clear, his team leader joins Chapman in the bunker. At this point, Chapman and his team leader engage the second bunker, known as Bunker 2, to the left of them. You can see it on the screen right there. Bunker 2 is manned by several combatants armed with a PKM machine gun, grenades, and rocket propelled grenades, otherwise known as RPGs. During this engagement, Master Sgt Chapman is wounded. He takes two shots and is incapacitated. At this point, the fire team joins the battle and engages the enemy from the top of the boulder. Chapman remain in Bunker 1, mortally wounded. At this time, one of the SEALs is seen engaging the enemy in Bunker 2 with his M16 and is wounded by grenade shrapnel and goes down. Then the SEALs could be seen assessing the situation and his wounds with the team leader. At this point, the situation and the enemy firepower is considered to be an overwhelming force. The SEALs make a battlefield decision to retreat, regroup for exfil. The SEALs could be seen going past Petty Officer Robert's body, which is between the boulder and Bunker 1. Unfortunately, they run past Master Sgt Chapman that is incapacitated and thought to be deceased inside Bunker 1. On the next scene, three SEALs can be seen, and in front of them, the dark smoke that is a grenade plum. To the left, an Al Qaeda fire and a donkey that were killed by Chapman could be seen. At this point, you can get a sense of the steep summit as the SEALs slide down the hill. Following the retreat, the SEAL team has two wounded members, and the team leader requests uncontrolled fire missions from an AC-130 plane orbiting over the battlefield, an uncontrolled artillery mission from 105 howitzers. At this point, the team is unaware Chapman had not succumbed to his wounds. Chapman is alive. Chapman is experiencing the concussion and the explosions from the fire missions. He's inside Bunker 1. At about 5:20 a.m. in the morning, Chapman regains consciousness inside Bunker 1 and proceeds to engage the enemy. Chapman had been shot twice. One of the shots was mortal. At this point, Chapman is mortally bleeding, yet he continued to fight and engage the enemy. Over 2 dozen enemy combatants are advancing to Chapman's position. Chapman makes his one-man stand here and refuses to give up. During Chapman's stand, he makes several radio transmissions to his command post. His friend and fellow airmen and Delta Force operators listen to his transmissions. Chapman's position is recorded by a CIA drone overhead. Chapman is depicted by the green dot. The red dot, the enemy is seen charging Chapman's position. Chapman is mortally wounded and bleeding out, seen fighting the combatant hand to hand. His heroic actions and disregard for his well-being and the drive to save his brothers in arms fuel his victory over the enemy. At this point, you can see the timestamp, 6:05 a.m. Chapman has been fighting this battle for 40 minutes. At this point in the battle, Chapman has suffered 16 gunshot wounds and several shrapnel wounds from grenades and RPGs. Several enemies' charges can be observed. Chapman continues to fight and denies the enemy a victory at the expense of his own wounds. Chapman can hear a second helicopter approaching. Despite his mortal wounds, Chapman makes a decision to fight to protect the lives of the 18 men on the incoming chopper. Chapman continued to engage and suppress and eliminate the enemy so his brother-in-arms can live. On this scene, a rocket-propelled grenade is shot and hits the CH-47 Echo Chinook. By a miracle, and the expert pilot, a controlled crash landing is achieved. As the warriors dismount the chopper, several are wounded, some fatally shot. During this entire time, Chapman is faced with the enemy charge from multiple directions. Chapman is nearing the end of his ammunition. Chapman is still inside Bunker 1. He's faced with the decision to either save his life or engage the enemy to protect his brothers in arms. One thing to be noted is that Chapman did not know these men. This was a team called QRF, Quick Reaction Force, sent to strike them, composed of Army Rangers and Special Forces. All Chapman knew is that they are his own fellow warriors, his own brothers. Despite the short demise of his next actions, Chapman proceeded to exit the bunker and engage the enemy in multiple fronts. At this point, Chapman has been shot over 12 times. He pushes forward and continues to fight the enemy to protect the warriors coming out the back of the Chinook. With complete disregard for his life and well-being, at this point, some members were fatally shot exiting the chopper. Chapman expends all his ammunition, all his rounds are gone. His last moments alive were fighting to the very end to save his brothers' lives. Like Chapman, heroic acts, the Rangers, and the Special Forces were fighting to save their brother. Chapman was awarded 2 Medals of Honor for his actions. Now, I wanted to make this video to demonstrate the heart of a warrior. Regardless of the politics, your stance on morality, whatever you may think, this is a display of a warrior and their heroic acts. Hope you enjoyed the video. Red Dog 4 out. Welcome back. Hope you all had a wonderful weekend. Today I would like to present you to a dedicated, brave hero named Master